Hey guys, MF Gaming here. Today I'm going to be talking about internet psychosis, incels, and generally like the current social structure of the internet. In my personal opinion, is someone that everyone uses the fucking internet. If you don't, that's kind of like, I don't know, like a football kind of thing. Like you want to be like one of the, I don't fucking know. I feel like everyone uses the internet. So. Yeah, recently a lot, I've been talking to my buddy about, internet psychosis. Like, people going into psychosis, having delusions fueled by the internet. I'm probably using the term wrong, but like, essentially, you have these thoughts that might seem irrational, not true, these delusions that someone might already have, everyone might have some small delusions, or like the inkling of like what might start a delusion, like something that you aren't sure about, and it's like, I'm not sure, but maybe that's true, something like that, and the internet will show you anything. It gives you access, like, infinite access, at the click of a button, and, if you give it to someone that doesn't know, fucking, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, maybe they're fucking, not in the right mental space or something. Maybe they're a little upset. Something happened recently in their life, fucking, and yeah, like they're gonna start fucking looking up some crazy ass shit. Like maybe like let's say like someone's in a fucking abusive relationship, or like they're an abuser in a relationship. This is a bad example. Like let's say someone's like an abuser in a relationship, okay, and they're like, they see what they're doing and they don't view it as wrong. But like, the girlfriend left them, and they're like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know why my girlfriend left me. I don't think I was being abusive. Like, I truly think what I was doing was okay. And they go online and they start looking for people that would defend their actions. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, they find these people out there, these small minor communities out there, and they fuel their beliefs about this shit. It's like, oh yeah, you were in the right. Fucking, my girlfriend did so and so. You should just do this. Well, just start spewing nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And it just fucking fuels the delusions that they fucking got. Or like, there's people out there that like been put into psychosis from like ChatGPT and shit. Like, I think it's like 1% of users or some shit. And it was bad enough that like ChatGPT had to like put some changes in place regarding like how their AI talk to people, because people would end up talking to it so much to the point where they think it's like an actual like fucking conversation they're having with like a real person, which is like crazy, because like I don't understand how you could get that out of something that's like ones and zeros. You're gonna think it's a real fucking like entity that you're talking to, which is like absolutely like absurd to me. Like I never would have assumed some shit like this would have happened. Like I don't know, it's something I wasn't expecting on my fucking like card, for what would happen in the future. I find it pretty interesting. But yeah, that shit's pretty fucked up. I feel like that goes hand in hand with like incels and shit, because like, incels, people, they have these ideas, these inklings, like incels where they like hate women because, they can't find like any women to talk to or some shit. Like you look at that shit and like they go online and they're like, oh, I'm not the only one that has these issues. There's other people out there. There's this other community out there, and like they get like indoctrinated into these beliefs and shit from these very minor fucking internet groups out there. Especially like nowadays and age, I feel like human interaction is being like pushed away. It's like people hang out, but they're always on their phone. They're always online. And it's like there's less of a motive to talk to people like in person. I mean, like the internet's great for like, I mean, it allows people to build connections. I'm not saying that it's bad in that sense, but like, some people like, I feel like it pushes them a little too far. They become a little too antisocial. There's a lot of people out there that only are on the internet 24/7. That's like their only interaction with people. I feel like that's just not right, but it's being pushed more towards like, not like necessarily the exact norm, but like it's being more normalized. And that's like when you're chronically online and you look for people to talk to, you're gonna start like going to these fucking, you're just gonna be chronically online. You're gonna stop talking to people less in person. You're gonna start believing like whatever delusions you have online more. because you're like less away from reality. So like they tell you batshit crazy shit, and all you see on the internet is like crazy ass videos of shit that's like not really the norm, but you see it because like, you know, shit won't go viral unless it's like an extreme. You feel me? And when it's like that, fucking, I don't know where I was going with that, but you get what I'm saying. It's like an extreme, and it's like it's only gonna show the worst of the worst. So it's like the people out there that are like, oh, this, you know, society's fucking doomed, like this shit, because all they see is like the negative aspects of society. Makes it worse. It just like fuels people into that. Like, I feel like the internet, like, no, I'm not saying always. I'm saying like if you're a person that's chronically online and you seek a connection, I feel like you're more susceptible than if you have like a more based, like, you know, connection to the world, like fucking, yeah. If you have a more base connection to the world, like you talk to people outside more, you're not always online, and like it can kind of like ground you when you start seeing shit that you're like most people would say this shit's kind of unhinged, but like on the internet it's kind of normal because that's become the societal norm for the internet. It's just like a bunch of crazy shit. You gotta watch out like what you see on there, you know. I feel like internet and kids is gonna be like worse because, you know, why are we giving children, like, especially now, like I know so many young kids that are being like given access to the internet, and I feel like sure the internet could be a great tool, but I feel like as a kid, like it will show you things like that you probably shouldn't see. Just like, you know, and now obviously like you could use it filtered and watched and monitored and fucking might be safer, but like, you know, when I was growing up, you know, there's random ass fucking like the fucking live leak videos motherfuckers would be showing you and shit, and it was kind of crazy to just like, you know, you shouldn't be at an age where you see that, and like I feel like people become super desensitized, and it's all like negatives right there. Now I'm not saying there isn't benefits to the internet and shit, like yeah, but like for these groups of people out there, like, and you know how I said like ChatGPT is like 1%, well like 1% of like millions of users is a pretty good number, like it's like a pretty good chunk of people right there. Even though it sounds like when you use percentages, it's like, oh, that it doesn't sound that high. It's only like it's under like 5 or 10%. Like 5%, like 5 to 10% of like millions of people is insanely high. Like, when you really think about it, like those are the internet communities that are out there. That shit's crazy, dude. So yeah, I definitely like I've met some people where I'd be like, I feel like this person would be susceptible to like some shit online. There's people that look for like, especially like more lonely people. I think that's why the incel community is so big. Is like you're more of a lonely person. You're looking for people that will, you know, feel the same way as you, feel the same delusions as you, and then you just like you get comfortable with it, and it makes you feel better about yourself somewhat because you're not seeing fucking. You don't feel like a fucking incel. You're like, oh yeah, these people will agree with me. You know, I'm not the only one. It's like, you know, you have a community out there, but these communities fucking push like radical bullshit ideas, and that's like the harmful part. Like, I'm not like, because there's definitely groups out there that do the opposite, that help people, like fucking like, oh yeah, like, you know, this I was going through a very tough time in my life. These people like, they gave me some people to talk to, some connections, and like actually changed my mental health for the better. I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's great. Like, I think the internet should do more of that. I think it's just less likely because there's more pieces of shit online that you can find. Like, I guess you can find good communities too, but like, you know, like the internet, the idea of like the internet troll, like out there, like it doesn't matter where you go. I feel like in any facet, you could probably find some toxic ass people that will just say whatever because like the anonymity of like parts of the internet, like it's proven that like people like when given the idea or the notion of being anonymous, like having no connection to what you say or what you do, like that also fuels like the delusions and random bullshit. Cause like it's like, oh, I'm just gonna say whatever, I'm gonna do this, and it builds that habit and that connection, or like that negative mindset of just like being fucking rude and like a sick person, or like people that like talk online that talk shit about like victims of shit. Whether like drifting, there's people out there that actually like seriously believe that shit. Like it's like, oh yeah, I'm glad those people fucking died or some shit. It's super fucked up, but it's like there's a group of people out there that think it's okay because it's like anonymous, and they're like, oh, I don't really fuck with music, but you know, it's fucking funny or some shit. It's like all fucked up. Whoops there. But yeah, I think that society needs to make hopefully a difference. You know, I think like when I grow up, I don't know if I have children one day. Hopefully, I'm not gonna let them become a fucking incel online. You know, like because I know some parents out there that just dead ass like throw their kid in front of like I've seen a lot of kids that all they do is like online 24/7. Like just they're fucking playing a game on maybe I don't know maybe like Discord or fucking Roblox like just 24/7. Like that's all they do is play fucking video games or like online. And like I don't know. I don't think I would want my kid necessarily. I'm not saying like I wouldn't want my kid to use the internet, but like I want my kid to be fucking 24/7, like believing like when you see the fucking radicalized shit on the internet, you're like, oh, this is the norm. This is what you know. Like the same thing goes with the news. Like the news shows and guides the narrative. Like because if it's news, you're not gonna get anything unless it's fucking you know some crazy ass shit. It's like you want something that a story to tell, like something that's like wow. This is the story right here. This is what's gonna sell. And they start coming up with this like crazy ass these narratives, man. Like the internet does that, but like way worse. But yeah, I don't know what else I wanted to say about this. I'm playing a little bit of Minecraft hardcore. This is a realm my buddy got's going on. Got some fucking a little bit of shitty ass loot. Trying to get some books to make a fucking enchanting table. I think I need like 4 more books. I think it's 45 for enough bookshelves. But yeah, if anyone has anything they want to say, dude, feel free to comment about this polarizing issue. I don't know. I feel like our generation, and in my mind, like truly, I could be wrong. You know, I can't speak for the fucking millions that are within my age range on how they feel about this shit. But I feel like most people I met are, I would say, the same. It's like the slightly older generation that had like internet growing up, not like the boomers where it's like they have no connection to the internet. Like I feel like even boomers now are like chronically online, like someone's fucking hands like on Facebook 24/7, always making posts, always doing this because like they've accepted it. But like the parents that grew up in like the internet first got big, like around like they were in their like teen years, like when the fucking early 2000s. I think that that generation has like at least from the children that I've seen are like chronically online. I don't even know if that's like a parenting issue or a societal issue, and that's how like everything's being marketed for kids now. It's like, oh, get this tablet with these safety features so your kid can be online, but it's protected. I don't know if it's that or if it's just people like, oh yeah, I should my kid some internet. You know, it's something fun to do. That's what everyone's doing these days. It can't be that dangerous. You know, I couldn't say. You know, I'm not a parent. I've never asked any fucking parents that question. There's probably a survey out there that would sum up what the answer that I'm looking for. But yeah, dude, fucking incels, fine, the fucking crazy, like kick streamers, Twitch streamers, fucking TikTokers, like people that just go out there and like the people that do like the obnoxious ass shit, like that's being pushed as like a norm. It's like, oh yeah, you can just fucking pull out your camera and just start doing like random ass crazy shit that you shouldn't be doing, like just being rude and obscene in public. And it's like, oh yeah, it's fine because he's recording. And it's like, I don't know, I don't feel like people say that, but there's definitely a group of people out there that do watch this shit and they're like, oh wow. It's not even like saying that it's like they're endorsing it, but by watching it and fueling it, like you're adding, like you're giving these people exactly what they want, the attention and essentially like the money by giving them like by watching them and fueling it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna pay this dude fucking $10 so he goes fucking yells at someone in Walmart. It's like, oh, it's funny, but like by doing that, you're increasing like an incentive to do this like crazy ass shit. It's like, oh yeah, you do this crazy ass shit, you're gonna get fucking someone's gonna pay you to do it. Just like you stream that shit on Twitch or Ticker or some shit, and like that's super fucked up. We shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Never gonna make a video again, like always. I was bored. The 4th of July, it's fucking 7 in the morning. Wanted to like record me saying some random bullshit about the internet because, you know, I've become woke. I don't know what the term would. You know, I'm not really familiar with the terms. I don't know if it'd be black pilled, blue pilled, red pilled, fucking. I think black pilled's like where you're like a doomer. I think. I'm not these fucking terms, but like, you just like wow, society's fucked and nothing to live for or some shit. And like red pill's like living in the Matrix or some shit. Fucking, I become red pilled or fucking black pilled or some shit. I'm like, I see the system for what it is. And I'm like, fuck. See, like that entire community right there. That's like bullshit right there. That's like one of those subcategories of people that fuel the fucking delusions. It's like, yeah, the world's fucked. It's all fucked. Black pilled, fucking. Yeah, like that right there. One of those internet subcategories. But with that, yeah, like the video. Hopefully you watch it all the way through. Fucking, apparently watch time's important for like the YouTube algorithm. How long someone watches a video. But yeah, fucking. If you have any opinions on this, let me fucking know. Interested. Peace.